All right, so let's go do a demo here with um, Cascade style sheets. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to look is three different types of style sheets. So you have inline style sheet, you have in Babel style sheet, and linking external style sheet. So the first one is the inline style, is when you apply a style to a particular feature in your website. Here I have a tag and I want to style this tag, the H1. So I'm going to put an inline. So here I'm going to add a background color of blue, Dutch blue, or maybe orange. There you go. So you can change your style, and this styles overrides any other style. Let's say you have a Babel style sheet in your page or external, this will override that other command. So whatever it is that in the particular tag that you have, it will override the other style to the page. So style sheets is just gives a feel and look to your website, to your pages that matches whatever that you're building. If it's photography, restaurant, whatever it is, you're gonna style the page, right, to match the feel of your website. All right, so I have here a paragraph. The background, I'm going to make this. I'm going to change the background from tomato to FFF, hashtag FFFFFF to white. So I change and save it, and I can see here my changes. I'm using brackets. There is many other editors, good editors there, like Visual Code and that you can use. I'm using brackets because I'm used to this editor. I got used to it. That's all. But you can code even with Notepad, right? You don't need much. All right. So that's the inline style. Now, how if we want to use an Babel style? So instead to style this here, I'm going to go to my head. I'm going to give a little space. And in this case, I'm going to create a style that would actually change everything that I assign either a class or ID into my page. So let's go. I'm going to create a style here. I'm going to close the tag. Inside the tag, I am going to change this to my style. And I'm going to change this to ID. So I'm going to give ID, and I'm going to change that header here. So H1. So I'll go back and explain with it. So I'm going to start with ID. So IDs change whatever that you assign with the same ID will change the style for that particular tag. So in my case, I call it my style. Open and close the bracket, curly braces, and inside I'm going to put the font family, and this already give me hints here to fantasy, semicolon to finish, and then I'm going to add color, another color for our color for that text, and I'm going to say I want azure, and then for the background I'm going to add the background color. I'm going to say a dark color. Let's see, dark blue, so you can see. All right, if I save this, and I refresh, I see that I have my dark blue color as the background, and I change the text here. Oh, let me see something, another text. This is like too big. Let's see, monospace, save, and let's go and refresh. So here I change the style. So that type of style, right, echoes in bevel is on the page and only modifies that particular page. So everything that I assign here, an ID that says my style, and then I give here the ID. So if I save this, it'll actually, you can see here it actually modifies that. Another type that you can use a class. So instead I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna say H2 instead of H1. And this is, I'm gonna change pollen for the greatest poet. All right, so save. And in here, instead of ID, I'm gonna assign a class, and I'm gonna change the style to just style because I don't want to use the same name. So here in my style, I am going to use a dot to call a class, and the class name that I just gave it is style. And here inside the brackets, I just going to copy this too. And I'm going to assign the color black. Let's say forest green, and the background color too. I don't know, this one. All right, I just playing with it. So here I just assign a different background color, a different color for the text. All right, and I kept the same font family. So this will be the in style. So the in style always overrides the in bevel style. The bevel styles affect the whole page, right? Everything that you call here, you use either a ID or a class that overrides that. And the third one, the third type of of style sheet is the linked. So let's go let's go create a, let me see, I'm trying to find, there's all examples all that have a class, and I don't want something complicated. All right, so now let's say that I want to put, instead to put this in the document, I want to actually put this in a external file. So I'm just going to create one. So I'm going to new document. I'm going to post that style here. I have one extra here. I'm going to save that. I'm going to take the hashtag. I don't need the hashtag. I do need the hashtag. Yes, I need the hashtag. Apologize. So I'm going to save this. Save as is my CSS. That CSS extension, I'm going to save it there, right? Now, the style, in order to use it to affect my page, I gotta link the style to the header here. So I'm going to delete this, so I can no longer need it, and I'm going to link I'm going to use a link. I'm going to reference, see here, and inside of the reference, I said what kind of reference you're doing. What do you import in? So it's style is a style sheet. That's what I'm doing. The type of style, I mess it up. Oh my God. Style sheet, type of file is text and CSS. And the last part of this code is the reference. So what is the name of my, everything goes inside double quotes. The name of the file I just created, my CSS, and is, I like brackets already tells you what, you need. And then I'm going to close my link. I'm going to save. I'm going to refresh this. And if you see, once I refresh it, nothing happens because all the ID, my style, and the class style is calling uh, this page here. Great. So sometimes you're going to see codes that you have a long path in it. And what happened is, let me go and open this. I just deleting my OneDrive, so I kind of need to go and find, I think I put it in the desktop here. So you have your CSS here. What you want to do when you becoming more with more skills, you want to create a folder for the CSS files. So here I'm going to just put the CSS in there. You want to create a folder to hold the images. And whatever resource set text extra files you want to create separate folders. So our file, if we go here and refresh it, let's go refresh. You see that the style went away because we are missing the path, because I just put it inside that folder. So if I go and save and refresh, then you see the style again. This tutorial is very basic and minimum, so I'm going to put a style sheet there that you can go look at the book, look in the handouts, and see how can you style more and do more things with the style sheet. This is the basic, so it's three types. You have the inline that affects just the tag that you want to modify. The inline overrides the level that goes inside of the header. And then you have the external style sheet that's created in a different, let me open this, in a different file, and then you link your file here in the header to that style. All right, so I hope you like it, and I know it's very basic, but that reminds you a little bit how things are done, and then you can move forward for something more complex. See you in the next video.